This is going to be grim after about a week. Okay. We've had people on from the Renaissance Fair before. It's an authentic recreation of the entertainments, crafts, foods, games, and pageantry of England in the Elizabethan era. And it's very fascinating. It runs through it's open on weekends and it runs through May 26th. And it's held, well, we'll find out from our next gentleman, but one of our performers is the performers in the Renaissance Fair is our guest tonight, and he is a fire breather. Would you welcome Jan Munroe? That's the worst case of halitosis I've ever seen in my life. Did that come out of you?
Yes.
Now that's... Obviously you had that in your mouth when you walked out, or you've been eating it in 8 and Al's, one of the two. What was that?
Well, it's a special liquid which I'd rather not disclose on national TV, because I can just hear the reports from all the hospitals all over the country.
We should point out, incidentally, at the start of this thing, when you show things like this on television, if there are young children watching, and I mean young children, we should point out to their parents, do not let the children attempt anything like this, because kids, you know, they see something and they want to put something in their mouth and think they can do it, so we should caution them. Young children, probably that young, who don't know better, probably not up this late anyway, but you do have to caution them, don't you?
Yeah, children up to the age of 25, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's, what's the difference between, now I introduce you as a fire breather. Now you hear about fire eaters. What's the difference?
Well, do what?
They don't inhale.
They don't inhale, said the gentleman. Well, fire eating is, you have a torch.
Right.
And you light the torch and you put it in your mouth. Close your mouth over the burning torch, then pull it out again.
I've seen them do that in car, and it's still lit or whatever.
Right. And it can go out, and then there are a few other things. I've never really been, I've never done it before.
In other words, this is not a full-time profession for you. This is something you learned and...
Well, I was, I'm a mime, as a matter of fact.
Was that right?
That's what I do. I studied with Marceau in Paris.
Did you study with Marceau?
For a year, and then with a man named Decroux for a year.
Etienne Decroux, right.
Decroux.
One of the great mimes in the world.
The master.
So now you took up this fire breathing...
After I got out of school, the first job I got was in a street circus, and I got a job there as doing a character in mime. It was kind of a commedia dell'arte character. And in that, I learned how to walk slack rope, tight rope, do stilts, spitfire, and do acrobatics.
All the comedy type of, all interrelated, right?
The whole thing, the whole entertainment gamut, really.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's do, Jan. Obviously, you've got some props over here and things that you work with, so shall we go over and learn a little bit about this art?
If you're ready.
I'm ready to watch. Ready to watch. I'm going to watch.
Up. Let me get the lighter first.
All right.
Right. Here we have a torch. And here...
Is that some of the beverage you had in your mouth? Whatever it is.
That is some of the beverage.
May I smell that? Just, I'm not going to say what it is, but... It's a mixture, obviously, of some inflammable... Obviously. Boy, I pick up real quick on these things, folks.
And so
you saturating the torch?
Putting some medicine here on the torch.
All right. And you soak that pretty good.
I know.
Okay.
Now we have a lighted torch here. The beverage here. And that was that.
Good heavens. Have you ever had any problems doing this? Like you breathe in
I have never breathed in, but about 2 years ago I had a beard. And I had a slight problem with some flames before my eyes for about 3 seconds before some friends of mine got to me and put me out.
That's a terrible thing to say to your friends. Put me out. That's ridiculous. What else we got here? We've got.
We've got some. We've got a towel, which is also. I noticed we've got a fire extinguisher over there, just in case.
Yeah. When you work with fire on a stage, it's required by theater and so forth that you do have things to put you out.
And some whipping cream, which you drink beforehand to coat your stomach.
Whipping cream?
Whipping cream, or
Now, why do you do that?
Well, because it coats your stomach.
But you don't take the stuff into your stomach, do you?
No, but just in case something does go into your stomach.
Why would that happen?
Someone patted you on the back, you sneezed, you jerked.
In other words, once you put that stuff in your mouth, some of it could trickle down into your stomach.
If you swallow it, it could. If you don't swallow it, it won't.
Mm-hmm.
So you hold it in your mouth, breathe in through the nose, make sure that the wind is not going this way, that way. Always breathe, find which way the wind is going, and then vaporize it out of your mouth.
Right. Wait, want to show us that again once?
Okay.
'Cause I'm not sure how much of that stuff you take in your mouth.
Well, that's what the water's here for.
You got one out there now?
All of it's out.
There's a little bit dribbles on your chin. Is that
And for that,
a napkin?
a napkin.
Good thinking. Okay. That's fascinating. And no, I'm not going to do it. I've done a lot of things on the show. We've taken falls and we've done all kinds of things. Parachute jump and that. But this, I'm afraid I might not be able to handle.
Well, if you would like to try it with water, which is the first step, we could go that far.
Ah!
I mean, water.
This is water.
As long as it's bottled water.
Knowing Craig, they'd probably switch it on me. In other words, you want me to...
Put a little bit
How
in
much
the
would I
glass.
take?
Well, put a whole glass. Well, that's
All right.
fine.
Now, how much of this do I actually take? Say if it was this liquid.
Just a tongueful.
There's about about a teaspoon, something like that?
Yeah, a little
You
bit
say?
more. A little bit more than that.
When you say vaporize it... The king is dead. What? When you say vaporize it, I mean, what do you mean vaporize it? If you spit the water out, it's just gonna...
Well, there's a difference between vaporizing and a solid stream.
Of course there is. Right. Solid stream.
Solid stream.
Solid stream. That is a solid stream.
And this is the vapor.
Vapor. Do I try it once first without that?
Several times.
Be glad to talk to you. I had a question there. I forgot that First, my solid stream. Now, vaporize.
And now vaporized.
Now, you want me to try that with that stuff?
Try it first, one more time, with water. Well, there's enough in there.
Did I vaporize all right?
You vaporized all right.
I always keep a little in reserve to put myself out. That smells lousy.
Well, I know, but
What do you
one
I
has to.
know.
One has to make a living somehow.
This really bothers me. I don't know why.
Just do it once.
Look, if an electrocution bothered me and somebody said, just do it once, what's the difference? I don't understand that at all. I'm scared, to tell you the truth. I'm afraid that, I don't know what I'm afraid of. What am I afraid of? Would it come back at me? I'm afraid I'll swallow it. That's what I'm afraid of.
What you have to do, first of all, is drink this.
I can't drink heavy cream.
You can't drink heavy
No.
cream. Well,
I don't even like heavy cream, much less. No, I don't like the consistency. I can't drink butter. You see, that's heavy cream. Yeah. All right, let's go. We'll light the torch.
all right, what you have to remember is just a small burst, holding the torch about here, right about here, just to get used to the.
I'm only going to do this once.
Well, then just do it once then.
Right.
But just a small burst. Just
There's no possible way that could come back.
not if it's small. Just keep it small.
No, you didn't answer my question. The question was, you gave me a qualifier. I said, there's no possible way that can come back, and you said no, unless. That's that unless that bothers me.
Well, once it's lit, close your mouth. Because if you continue the stream, it will burn back. But if you close your mouth...
Close your mouth so it can't go back.
So it doesn't keep it.
I think you can do it.
Here's a really just a stranger off the street that'll try it. Would you do this if you were me?
If I was you, no. I wouldn't do that. You got a pretty steady job. Even the musicians don't show up. They still give you work. Why do you want to spoil your mouth,
What do you got here?
I was going to pour this on your head if you put that in your mouth. I like coming around here. I don't want nothing to happen
I'm going
to
to
you.
try it once.
You're gonna what? Nothing could happen.
But
But I used to talk out of both sides of my mouth before I burned off the nerves on this side of my face.
Quite a long time ago.
And also, all these are fake teeth. The other one's melted.
melted. The only thing that bothers me, I don't like the taste of foreign things in my mouth.
Oh, well, don't ever kiss Louis Valet.
I know that. Yeah. I'm going to stand aside with the thing.
Oh, go back now.
No, you can go back. You can stand right there if you want. I shouldn't be doing this. Just quickly. You know, the older you get, the faster you burn. Did you know that? Young people don't burn well. Old people go just up like a...
So now I'll make a graphic demonstration. What? One more time?
He's going to show us.
Just a small burst.
All right.
Oh, there's a little exhaust here, too.
If you like that, you take off like a jet plane. All right. Very small amount.
Maybe you ought to do what he did. He's got an open seam.
He didn't start out that way.